because I think self-talk's a big deal. David encouraged himself in the Lord. And the science, and I will mess it up, but you will get the point. It's something like we have, tens of thousands of thoughts every day.
Yep.
I don't know the number.
I think it's 50 to 70,000 thoughts a day.
50 to 70,000 thoughts a day.
Most are
and what
negative.
they say, most are negative, and I think it's 97% are repeat thoughts.
Wow.
Not thinking very many new things. You're thinking a lot of recycled things, and the majority of it is negative. And then our words, it's something like the same thing. It's I think women speak, women speak more, 50,000, guys speak 20,000. But if the power of life is in our tongue, life and death and in our tongue, what kind of, that's enough words to fill a book every day.
Yep.
It's what kind of book did you write today?
Totally.
Some people writing mysteries and dramas and, scary stories.
Right.
It's I want to write, an adventure. I want to write a love story. I want it to be life coming out of my thoughts and my mouth, and out of the heart the mouth speaks. There's so much in the scripture that's helping us practically, and I think it's really, really important that we get this down, because as leaders, as we're maturing, sometimes when I talk to people and they open up about what they say to themselves, it's yo, you wouldn't talk to your worst enemy the way you talk to yourself. And too many people out there talking about themselves in a way that breaks, I think, the heart of the Father. He says you're fearfully and wonderfully made. And you keep calling something junk that he's like, no, you're my masterpiece. You're the last one to see it. And I only get one brain and one body to steward. I want to do my best to grow. I don't always get it right, but my intention is to become more. I've just witnessed you do that so many times.
But I agree. And David said, my tongue is like the pen of a ready writer. And so there's something about what we're listening to, because and here's, I think, a key for people too. You cannot produce faith. You can't produce it. Faith comes by hearing. So I'm stealing a lot of this right now from a sermon I preached on how to receive from God. You like that picture of me when I was on the floor, right?
I love it. I just laid on the floor a couple weeks ago.
Okay, yeah.
Laid on the floor.
Well,
it all doing Peter in jail and get up. So I was laying down there.
Yeah. Well, it all came from this thought of the woman.
I love that message.
Receiving from the master, right? She had the issue of blood. But you can't produce faith. You can't make it happen.
It's not willpower.
Yeah. It's she heard and then she said, that's faith. That right there is faith. It's hearing and speaking, 2 Corinthians 4, with the same spirit of faith, we've also heard and spoken. So it's like this hearing thing, this speaking thing. And I think, again, that's been such a key, a master key to my life, has been trying to figure that out and chasing that. But yeah, you don't produce it in the flesh. You can't make it happen.
Yeah.
But you can be very careful about what you're listening to and what you're saying. And then that faith thing starts working. It starts moving. It starts changing you. Not as fast as maybe you want, but it starts going in that direction. And so I think that's a key. And without the emotional health, this is what I don't think, people don't believe it. When you don't have a lot and people talk like this, they roll their eyes. So there's a level of trust here. Without the emotional health, there's never enough success.
Yeah.
There's never enough money. There's never enough pleasure. There's never enough sex. There's never enough whatever without the emotional health. So I'm not saying that a growing whatever or money or doesn't make your life maybe more convenient and easier. But what I am saying is without this stuff, you get all that and it doesn't solve the issue.
Yep.
And so, and I think I've had to get really honest about that in the last even 2 years of oh my God, I got everything I prayed for.
Yep.
Dang it. So I got to start praying new prayers.
Yep.
I got to start believing bigger. But then I also got to go oh, and I'm still me. Oops. I'm still Jabin. I still have my bents. I still got to work things out. I still got to love my wife. I still got to figure out our marriage. I still got to grow. So not trying to produce that in the flesh, but getting that rhythm. I mean, that's why I'm here. I'm here this weekend. One, I'm here so that hopefully when you walk in the room and you see me, it's like, hey, I'm here. I love you. I'm here. But two, for me, I'm here to, we're filming during VU conference. I'm here to hear. I'm here to listen. I'm not here to speak. I'm here to listen. And I'm hoping for one little, I mean, even at lunch today when you were talking at the leaders' lunch, I was like, yeah, okay, all right. Like things are clicking. Things are, I'm better. I'm writing things down. So I think that's what that is. And then that hearing, I come into agreement with it and then I grow.
That's such a big deal. And the fact that you have disciplined yourself, confident enough to put yourself in moments like that, we got to keep learning. And like, if I want to grow, I got to keep learning. I got to learn new things. Yep. And if my thoughts are all a bunch of old thoughts, I got to get in some places that are giving me some new thoughts.